Depending on where you are, you might begin to notice that there is a little bit of shakiness. I'm balancing on my left leg with my right leg lifted. Just pause here. And then bring that foot down and bring your arms down. And then reach the arms up. Take a breath in and then lift the left leg up, balancing on the right leg. Relax the shoulders. Feel the muscles in the abs start to liven up. Take a breath in. Bring your left foot down and your arms down as you exhale. We're going to do that one more time. So reach the arms up on an inhale and lift the right leg up. And pause right here. Push down through your left heel. Reach up through your arms. And if it's wobbly, this is the part where you start to deepen the breath. And then bring the right foot down, but this time bend both knees like you're sitting in a chair. And the arms are reaching up. So the knees are bent, the weight's back in the heels, arms stay lifted. And this right here might be where the discomfort starts to kick in. Just notice your breath in and out. You might notice that you want to bring your arms down. You might notice that you want to straighten your legs. But when you take full breaths in and out, you're easing your nervous system. And you're also giving yourself the opportunity to get a little comfortable in the discomfort. Stay here. I know we're still in chair. I feel it also in my legs. Take another breath in and a full breath out. Come to standing. Lift the left leg up in front of you. So now you're balancing on the right leg. Noticing there might be shakiness that comes in. Maybe your shoulders are getting tighter. So relax the shoulders down. Take a very full breath in. And with an exhale, bring the left foot down and bend your knees again and come back into chair. Now, if it becomes too much, you don't want to push too much with the arms lifted. The arms can come down by your side or they can stay lifted. And just start to notice here, like what this makes you want to do, because you can get to know yourself through the way you respond in these poses. So stay here. I know where we are. I'm here too. And for coaches and for athletes, this becomes an opportunity to learn to stay in a little bit of discomfort. Find the breath here, because there's quite a few things that are uncomfortable, right? We're still right here. Take a breath in. All right, exhale it out. Straighten the legs, reach the arms down by your side. We're gonna lift the right leg back up again and the arms reach up. And press down through the left foot. Now from here, I want you to bring the right heel below the left knee. So you're just stretching up in a pretty typical yoga pose called tree pose. Maybe you happen to be outside doing this. And just start to notice the sensations in the body. It's not that you have to do anything about them, you're just noticing that. Take another breath in. And on this exhale, step the right foot out to the side, step the left leg back. It's called warrior two. So the front knee is bent. The arms are extended and your eyes are looking past your right fingertips. I'm just looking forward because I'm talking here. And begin to notice or continue to notice the way that the body feels. So just keep tuning into the sensations. Is your right leg a little shaky? How do your arms feel? All right, now from here, straighten your right leg. So both legs are straight. Reach the arms all of the way up. And you're going to bring your right hand below your right knee and stretch the left arm out over your ear. So triangle pose. Now that right hand can come all the way down to the ground, but it doesn't have to. And so these poses are obviously for strength and flexibility, like I talked about, but they also become a way to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Whether that is those tough conversations or whether that's that resilience that gets built, right? And the physical sometimes challenge we come into. So you're right here, take a breath in, rebend the right knee back to warrior two, take a breath out. And I know that you're not in practice right now, and maybe you're doing your own kind of practicing for your sport, but there is a point where really breathing through discomfort starts to create much more strength. So let's straighten the right leg again, turn the right toes parallel. So it's a wider stance. Now from here, bring the arms back behind you. So your fingers are going to be interlaced back behind you, and just let the weight of your hands come down a little bit. Lift your head up, lift the chest. Take a breath in. Take a full breath out and step your feet back together. Reach the arms up and lift the left leg up. You're balancing on the right leg. And see if you can get a fuller breath in and out. Now from here, take the left heel below the right knee. You might notice a little bit of shakiness that comes in. Press down through the right foot, reach up through the hands. Take another big belly breath in. And on your exhale, the left foot steps to the side, the right leg back, this warrior two position. So I said I worked for Webster. I don't say warrior two. When I'm on the Thomas side, I have to call it like Titan two. So whatever your mascot is, this can become the name of that pose for you here. But the left knee is bent over the left ankle. The arms are extended. The right leg is straight. Yoga helps us with our strength and our flexibility. But it also gives us here an opportunity to learn to stay in places that we might want to get out of, like this pose. Take another full breath in and a long breath out, and straighten the left leg and bring the left fingertips below the left knee and stretch the right arm up. Maybe the right arm extends out over the ear. And so you might feel a stretch on that right side body. You might start to feel the core liven up, maybe the strength in the legs. You're going to stay here for another breath in. One more breath out. Okay, I lied. One more full breath in. And on the exhale, bend the left knee back to that warrior two position. Left knee is bent, arms are stretched out, core is engaged. You might start to feel that in the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Straighten the left leg, reach the arms up, turn the toes parallel. So again, you're a wide stance, hands come back behind you, but this time you're going to take a forward fold. So you fold all the way forward, all the way down, as deeply as that is acceptable for you and your body in this pose. You're opening up the shoulders. So I'm standing right now if you're looking, but you're in that forward fold. If you're knocked back into your knees, put a tiny bend into your knees. Take one more breath in right here and a long breath out and come back up to standing. Step your feet underneath your hips again. Reach the arms up and lift the right leg up one more time. This time, cross the outside of the right ankle over the left thigh and bend the left knee. You can extend the arms out to the sides as well, or the arms can stay lifted. This pose is a stretch for the hip. So the right hip gets a stretch here. And see if you can kind of tip the heart forward just a little bit. Taking another full breath in and a long breath out. And then return to standing. Okay, other side. Inhale, reach the arms up and the left leg. Exhale, cross the outside of the left ankle against the right knee and then bend the right knee. You're pausing and breathing here. Maybe just starting to notice a little more ease, maybe in the hips, maybe not. Just start to notice the way the body feels. You take another breath in and a full breath out. Step the left foot next to the right, arms down by your side, and pause. So just standing here it's called mountain pose. And let's just take a few moments of stillness right here. So as you breathe in and breathe out, maybe your eyes are closed. Really notice that your feet are on the ground. The simple noticing of your feet on the ground is also a way to get out of the space in the head where we can ruminate and get all caught up in stories or worries or fears. And we can come into this moment. It's a way of being present. So keep feeling your feet on the ground. Just continue to notice the feet pressing down into the ground. And stay right there. Even though I've transitioned, if you're watching, you're still in that standing position, breathing in and breathing out. Just another 3 breaths right there, standing. Continuing to feel your feet on the ground. Take another breath in and a long breath out. And one more. Full breath in. Long breath out. And if your eyes were closed, you can open them. And if you were standing and doing that work, you can come to seated, or you can certainly stay standing. So obviously that was a very quick sequence. It offered some stretch for the upper body, a little strengthening for the legs, but also, like I said, that opportunity to get into the body and notice, when I'm uncomfortable, this is what I do. And the more we use this practice to understand ourselves, the more open we can be when we connect to others. The other piece for athletes as well that's so important is just that body awareness. And obviously yoga offers that because the direction is always inward towards the body. So let me pause for just a few moments and open it up for any questions. I don't know if any questions came in or if there's anything that you would like to ask. So I'll take a few moments here for that, and then we will end with another meditation. All right, so if you are not watching this live and you're watching it later and you end up having questions, like I said, you can reach out to Section 5, or they can put my contact information in. You can reach out to me with any questions about the use of yoga and or mindfulness for athletes. We will be ending in just a moment with another meditation. But before that, just one other thing about the practice of yoga. And I've said it repeatedly, that it is for the physical, it is for the strength, and it is for the flexibility. It is something that the breath of yoga, using that really does help the lungs. And, having those deep breaths from the capacity for running or sustainability, obviously that's a very important piece too, because it teaches us in the practice of yoga how to control the breath. But my use of yoga with athletes is exactly what I've been talking about, that it makes tangible, it makes felt these words that so often our coaches want, work with our athletes to have them be, like to maintain composure or to persevere. And the practice gives an opportunity to come into some real deep physical challenge, and also in the space of that challenge, find a way to be composed, find a way to, even if the heart's racing, even if there's discomfort, we can still be uncomfortable and be present and be successful in that. And as I addressed at the start of this, when we have to have, and we do have to have challenging conversations that might make us all very uncomfortable, this practice supports that, because it allows us to learn how to be with discomfort, and from great discomfort comes great change. So I'm humbled by the practice and that it can help us do that. So thank you to Section 5 for having me. I really appreciate that. And we will end with a meditation. So if you've been with me before, it's like assume the meditation position, right? So eyes either closed or open, seated or standing. And we'll just come into some silence together. So just here, begin to notice. Well, how about this? How about noticing just right now how you feel? Nothing special to figuring that out. It's just actually checking in, like, asking yourself, how do I feel right now? What am I noticing? It's important to stop and pause and notice how we feel, because that has such an incredible motivation to the way in which we act. It impacts the way in which we act. And so come into this pause with me, noticing breath, noticing how you feel. And if the mind is incredibly busy, and it might be, this is the way we train our brain to come back to the moment. So when the mind wanders, come back to noticing breath in and breath out. The simple act of giving your attention to what's right here in this moment is at the center of a healthy mind. So over the next several breaths in this stillness and silence, no matter how often your mind wanders off, come back to noticing this breath in and this breath out. Taking another deep belly breath in and a long breath out. Again, pausing to check in and ask yourself right now, how do you feel? When we do the work of staying in the present moment, we stay very, very close to exactly what's happening, not caught up in fears and worries. That's such an important thing to train our brains to do, whether it's a time that we're in right now like this or any time. And so when you practice meditation, mindfulness meditation, you are training your brain to be here. It's changing the pathways in the brain. Just like the yoga practice has physical change to the body, this practice of meditation has changes in the brain. So again, thank you for being here. If you are watching this on a recorded version, please reach out to me or Section 5 with any questions. Athletes and coaches and athletic directors, please be well. And Section 5, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Take care.